Hi, my name is Matt, and today I want to make something from rounds. So, to start out, I get all of the things that I need to make an orange, and then once I grab all the colors that I need and form it into the correct color, make the blue. So these are the two colors of the two characters that I'm going to be making. They're not really characters, more of players that you control, and I'm going to be making two skins from this player. First, I start out with an armature for the blue character because they're going to be standing up. And the legs of these characters are extremely thin. But, however, the orange character later will not get a armature. So, what you do for the blue guy is you force a sheet of clay over the armature and then roll it into a ball. Then you get a worm of clay, split it into two small segments, and wrap it around that wire and blend it real thin after you put it on there. Of course, all of these limbs do end up getting blended into the base body of being a circle. These are all like little Kirby's. Yeah, best I can do. So then you get the same noodly arms, except this time one of them is holding a blaster, we'll say. So you get some gray, form it into the shape of a blaster, and then you just correct the shape and place it right into the hand. So right here I place it against the body, but later on I have it extended outwards. Now right here I place in the shield, which is a very light blue. It's basically just white with a hint of blue. So after that's done, I get a darker shade of the blue and end up giving this character a blush, I guess. I do this twice, one for each cheek, with the two outer ones being smaller and the two inner ones being a bit larger. After this, I place in a bit of white in order to make the mouth. Now, this character specifically is smiling, so I gave him some white teeth, a black outline to the mouth, as both characters get. But for this character specifically, I added little things for teeth. After this, I get two semicircle things, sunglass shapes, in order to place on the face. These are placed a bit close together, but I spread them far apart off screen. Now I make a ball of orange clay that roughly the same size as the blue guy. I roll out a thin worm in order to make both the arms and the legs, and I start off with the legs, cutting the worm into two smaller segments. Now this gets put on there, curled up, and blended in to the leg in a sitting or squatting position. This is because I wanted to make the orange character cower in fear. Next, I make the arms in a similar process to the last one, making sure to blend them in. I did this by adding the edge of it thicker that attached to it so that I had something to really blend in. Then I get the shield, which again is a very light blue, and then I get the blaster, and I put it this time not against the head, but instead floating. Now, as you can see, this is a bit less stable than actually attaching it, since there's nothing there to keep it on for support. Now, I attached the eyes. They're very large eyes, and then this gets indented several times to make it look more like it's made out of squiggly lines, I guess. Next up are the eyes. One gets placed somewhat normally, I guess, and the other is placed sideways. This is an actual pair of eyes in the game and an actual costume. Next up, I get some dark red, and I place it as the mouth, similarly to the last guy. Now, this gets placed over the eyes, so that did cause it to stick up slightly above the head and not be level. And then this gets a black outline. Then the black outline gets blended in smooth so that there's no visible seam. Next up, it's time for a base. I get some aluminum foil, and I just put it all together until I get a rough shape for the base. I start with a lower platform, and then I add a taller platform for the blue guy to be standing above. Next, I attach these two together with more aluminum foil. You can definitely do this out of something that isn't this, but this is just what I have and what I find is easiest and cheapest. Next, I make a orangey purple, light purple, well, that's a pink. Then I flatten it into a sheet and give it one cover, well, more of one coat of, I don't know, I cover it once in clay all over the thing. Then I get more detailed clays, a more orangish pink, and I put it on the, floors and connect them, the two floors. Then I cover the back in a less orangey pink. Then I cover the front of it in another orangey pink, but this time, more pink. Then, going down to this, each one gets more pink. This one, again, it's a darker pink. And this one gets placed on the back, finishing this off. So, now that the base is all done, smoothed in, every color smoothed together, the two, little guys get to get placed in. The orange guy sits in the lower part, and I put the blue guy up above, because the orange guy is afraid for his life. So with that, it's finished, except when I did this, I accidentally took off the orange guy's arm. Of course, it was already baked, so I could just fix it with a bit of glue. If you like the video, make sure to like the video. If you want to see more, subscribe, and comment if you want to see anything. And that is everything for this video.